Hello everybody, it's Megalithic here, otherwise known as Pablo Escobar, and today I'm here with my good friend Mr. Raccoon, and we're here inside his arcade basement, and we're going to launch one of the casino heist missions, We've already undertaken the silent and sneaky approach, and this time we'll be taking the big con. Okay, yes, well that's what he selected, ladies and gentlemen, the big con, and here he is, he's setting up the board now, and doubtlessly shortly we will undertake that particular mission, and there he goes, which means very shortly, doubtlessly, I will be following him. Okay, now you can see he's picked his exit strategies and his entrance sort of point and whatnot, all his different options on the side there, and I've got an invitation from him now finally on my phone, and okay, we can launch the mission. Right, okay, now the same as before, ladies and gentlemen, you get your standard cutscene, Lester comes wandering in dressed like some kind of rent boy. I'm following him, which can only lead one to assume I am actually the punter. Okie dokie, there we go, fine, Mr. Raccoon without his raccoon mask, but still in his spacesuit. Okie dokie, and here we go, right here. Alright, he still hasn't set up the board, actually, now I look at it, we'll take a quick look through that. Okay, now, what's he doing? There's sort of exits there of some sort. He's going for a noose disguise, the exit disguise. We're going to go for noose. He's picked his entrance disguise. He's picked his entrance point, and then all that will remain is for him to pick his exit point. Yes, there we go. And the buyers. And as before, ladies and gentlemen, it's always worth mentioning that it is sort of highly advisable to go for the high-end buyers, ladies and gentlemen. There is high-end, low-end, and medium-end, or rather low, medium, and high-end, should I say. And the difference between the three is location. The further up the scale they go, the further away from the casino they are. In other words, the longer you'll have to go to do the drop, but the further up the scale they are, the more money you get. Okay, so once you've undertaken the heist, it's only a drive, ladies and gentlemen. It's always worth driving those extra few miles to get some extra money, Okay, well there we go. Like I say, he's picked his entrance point, his exit point. He's picked his the disguise entrance. He's picked the exit. He's picked the entrance for the disguise. And we're going in as maintenance, I do believe. And he's picked his exit disguise. Like I said, that's his noose. And so now we've got to hop into the water and into the water and power, ladies and gentlemen. We've used this vehicle before, and we're gonna have to drive on up to the casino there. Yes, that's right. Okay, Lester will be gibbering away, but we're not going to pay him any mind, ladies and gentlemen. And again, this is our first run through, of the big con, ladies and gentlemen. So unfortunately, much like the silent and sneaky approach, it does rather go skew-if in a rather unnecessary way. But regardless, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, it's our first try through. We will, if we get to complete it in a little bit more proficient manner, we'll put up a video on that. But for now, this will just give you an idea of what you need to do to go through. Okie dokie, now here we are, ladies and gentlemen. On this occasion, we've got to enter the casino. We don't have to worry about cameras or anything. And as before, ladies and gentlemen, we will walk past the security guard there. Yes, like I say, and as before, ladies and gentlemen, I have two options in how to lay out this video. It's either cut it together, ladies and gentlemen, in sort of jump cuts, or it's play it at double speed. Now, I would sort of normally prefer to play to cut it together, make it a little bit more interesting, ladies and gentlemen. But given the nature of this mission area, you may wish to have an actual look at the exact route you need to take. And so, yes, we're going to play at double speed, so it will be rather peculiar. But this is to give you an idea of exactly what goes on. Now, much the same route as before, ladies and gentlemen. We're going in the back there, ladies and gentlemen, and we are dressed as maintenance, so we're waved through, Everyone thinks we're legit, kosher and all that sort of business. And so now here we go. We go straight through to the laundry room, ladies and gentlemen. We're being encouraged to go down to the basement. Okay, then here we go. We're going on inside. Right here, and so far so good, ladies and gentlemen. Don't seem to be being stopped by anybody, and then no one seems to be paying us any mind whatsoever, so we're just going to carry on quite brazenly, and head on down to that basement. And we can't entirely find our way. We're not entirely certain. We think maybe this is the location. Not entirely certain. Okay, so here we go, having a little bit of difficulty working out where we're supposed to go, and we realise once again, yes, it's the same as before, ladies and gentlemen. We're looking for the stairs or the elevator, right, yes, I think we've gone entirely the wrong way. So now we're going to go and try to find that elevator, and we're going to take the same route as we did on the silent and sneaky approach. We're going to go and try and go through this doorway here, and we're not entirely certain. This is where it all goes wrong. We're not entirely certain, ladies and gentlemen, exactly what happens. Now Mr. Raccoon goes wandering on down there, you know. Apparently can't go down those stairways. I sort of unlocked that door, so I'm going to go through now. And we get told to get out, you know, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I'm not entirely certain that triggers things, but Mr. Raccoon becomes rather alarmed. He attacks that gentleman there, and then, yes, it all goes to hell, unfortunately. We suddenly start coming under a lot of attack. The cameras jumped out there, ladies and gentlemen, but simply I went down the stairwell there. I equipped my raccoon, not my raccoon mask, my golden Labrador mask, it looks like to me, some kind of dog, you know. Geometric dog, you know, really rather hideous, you know. I prefer my natural pug look. Okay, well, either way, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Like I say, things have gone rather skew. If you know, they know we're here now, so we're going to have less time in that vault again. And of course, it is worth, I suppose, pointing out, you know, ladies and gentlemen, that it is when undertaking the silent and sneaky approach, it's best to remain silent and sneaky. You get 3 minutes 30 in the vault as opposed to 2 minutes. That's a longer period of time, you know. To steal the money and all that sort of business. Yes, unfortunately, with the big con, ladies and gentlemen, much is the same, you don't want to be recognised, otherwise the alarm's triggered and you get less time in the vault. Now, with the aggressive approach, ladies and gentlemen, can't be certain, you know, haven't actually undertaken that approach yet. Presumably, you know, they know you're coming right from the first shot, you know, but we'll find out when we get around to doing that actual particular mission. Okay, well, here we are inside the man trap, as they call it, ladies and gentlemen, heading on down to the vault, and here we go. Yes, finally got down there, jolly good and all that. And so that's it pretty much, ladies and gentlemen. We've got to drill the vault and get the money again, make our exit. So that does seem to be the big con, ladies and gentlemen. It's really rather simple, you know, provided you don't go around punching people in the face and sort of setting off the alarms. All one really needs to do is to dress in the appropriate disguise, enter through the appropriate entrance, you know, take a wander on down through to this vault here. Not entirely certain how one would get through, but to be honest, like I say, haven't done a smooth run through there, and then enter the vault, grab the money, make your exit. And one will need to switch disguises, as you may well have ascertained from the setup board there. One will need to have a separate exit disguise to the entrance disguise. Okay, Koki, like I say, so we're coming in as a maintenance crew, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll be leaving as Noose, I do believe, or that's what Mr. Raccoon selected. Okay, Koki, taking a rather long drive. There we go, he's finally got it. And okay, Koki, right here, right, alright, I was going to clearly do something there, but no, right, okay, Koki, we've managed to get inside the vault. Okay, jolly good, now again, this is where things go all skewy from my point of view, I'm afraid. I try to locate some cash, you know, find the first lot, not a problem, but unfortunately from this point forward things do tend to go wrong, you know. I've never, as I pointed out in my other video, you know, the 3 piles of cash in the center of the room there is a 4th up here, and then, ladies and gentlemen, the rest of the cash, my understanding, is stored behind those bars there. One will need to undertake a hacking mission in order to get entrance to those bars, and that's a hacking mission that I've never undertaken before, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm afraid I fail rather badly at it, you know, rather embarrassing, you know, normally quite good at these hacks, but I'm sort of thrown, you know, by its appearance to start with. And I've got absolutely no idea. And as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, I don't actually get it, but I'll explain what's going on. You have on the right hand side of the screen there, you have a thumb printer. On the left hand side you have 8 panels, as you can see, and the requirement for this hack is to select yes, there we go, failed, is to select the fingerprints, or the portions of the fingerprints in the left hand panel, ladies and gentlemen, that will comprise of that are at least included in the image on the right, you know. And yes, I've got absolutely no idea what I'm doing. I'm getting rather flustered, you know, and so unfortunately time's up and I've got to leave. Now we have, because of my shocking failure there, ladies and gentlemen, we have got rather a low amount of cash, only just about $1 million, you know, and I take full responsibility for that, you know. Terrible shame, really. Oh, Mr. Raccoon's got into his Geo dog mask there. That's very good. And here we are. We are actually going to physically jump down the corridor now. You seem to think it's quicker or something like that. And of course, when we get to the end of this corridor, much the same as silent and sneaky, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be presented, yes, by all the people who are now waiting for us. Okay, and we're going to have to try to shoot our way out. Okay, and as you can see, going in with a handgun there. This must be one of the ceramic handguns, maybe. I'm not entirely certain, but it sort of looks different, doesn't it? You know, maybe I was being based on a Glock. I've got absolutely No idea. Right here, and there we go. Now we're going to have to cap all of these fools. Much the same as before, ladies and gentlemen. Always worth pointing out that when you have your bag of money in there, if you get shot by anybody, unfortunately that will sort of lower the, it will sort of take money out of the bag, you know. So if you've got $1 million and you get shot, it starts to drop down. Not entirely certain how much each costs, how much each shot costs you, I should say, ladies and gentlemen. But every time you get shot, you lose money. Okay, now this is sort of worth pointing out, ladies and gentlemen, that whilst inside the building, if you get shot and killed, you know, you'll go back to the original sort of when you restart the mission. You should actually, I'm not entirely certain. I was going to say that you have to save money when you respawn, but I'm not entirely certain. What I do know for a fact, ladies and gentlemen, is that once you're outside the casino, should you get killed and you restart the mission, you will respawn. Right, okay, and there we go, and I've hit the floor. That really is a rotten shame. Yes, like I say, if you get killed once outside the casino and fail the mission and have to restart the mission, ladies and gentlemen, then you will restart it outside of the casino once again, and you will start it with the same amount of money. That is to say that there is a sort of hold put on how much money you can lose, ladies and gentlemen. Inside the casino, you will lose a certain amount. Once you leave the casino, it sort of saves how much money you've got there, if you get my meaning. Okay, right now we're going to switch. Mr. Raccoon's is sort of looking around here for the exit disguise. Sorry, I couldn't find those words there. Whoops, there's this gentleman coming in the back here. Got to shoot him. Yes, and so like I said, we need to switch disguises now. Mr. Raccoon locates them. I'm not entirely certain where mine was, and then we go back and get it, all that sort of business. Okie dokie, yeah, so here we go now. We've unfortunately got $945,000. We're going outside, and there we go. Now, like I say, this will actually save that amount of money to a certain degree, which means if we get shot when we leave here and respawn, have to start here again, we will be leaving every time with $945,000. Okay, so like I say, even if you get down $500,000 on your escape and restart, yes, you'll recoup that money there. Okay, well here we are, ladies and gentlemen, we're outside. We've had taken a look at the big con. It's very, very similar to, well, it's actually not very similar, it's a lot easier really in some ways. You simply put on your disguises, walk through, try not to punch people in the face or alert yourself. And how about that, ladies and gentlemen, even on this occasion, yes, the vehicles are very close, aren't they? Much closer than they were on mine. That really is sort of far more suitable. Okie dokie, there we go. Right, so yes, one puts on disguises, heads in through the entrance point at one sort of allocated, goes on down to the vault, get the money. Not entirely certain, as I say, how that would work if you're if you've not triggered the alarms. You're not going to go through that room full of people that we have to shoot, but hopefully we'll find that out in another video. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, put on your disguise, go through the entrance point, get on down to the vault, steal the money, exit the vault, switch disguises, and then make your way out of the casino, get your vehicles, and then head on up to the meet location, wherever you've decided to select. Okay, and we are going to cut out a little bit of the journey here, because it is just pretty much driving on the road, ladies and gentlemen, not too much to see, but here we go. Decided a good little tip for you, which I completely make a hash of here, ladies and gentlemen, is depending on where you have to go up, if you're going up towards Polito Bay, very often, whoops, and this is, oh, sorry, hell, no, right, oh, bloody hell. Right, I've sort of ditched my car and I have to ask Mr. Raccoon to wait for me. Yes, like I say, a good way to lose the police and take a shortcut to Polito Bay at the same time is to take the railway road, ladies and gentlemen. The only problem with that, of course, is trains can come, but if you're going the right direction at the right speed, it shouldn't really present a problem. Okay, so here we go, we're on the railway tracks, ladies and gentlemen. We've got the stars flashing already, you know, and rather than having to go around the mountain, we're now going to go through the mountain, and that really is a much quicker way, as I say, to get to Polito Bay. What the hell happened there? Right, okay, don't do it. Right, okay. Oh, I see what he's doing. Yes, well, he's waiting, hanging around and waiting to lose the stars. Right, okay, no trains coming along, so we're okay. Like I say, through the mountain rather than round it. Much quicker way to get to Polito Bay, or at least certain parts of it. You know, always best to have a look at the map first. Okay, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, we are now very, very close to the location of the final drop. It is just down there, and pretty much that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the casino heist on the big con, you know. Much less stressful than the Silent and Sneaky approach. And there we go, all things done. Unfortunately, didn't get the money because Mr. Raccoon punched someone in the face, and I absolutely made a complete balls up of the hacking there, and so I was effectively entirely useless. Okie dokie, well, I can only offer my apologies to Mr. Raccoon for that, you know. Anyway, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Once one completes the heist, you get your pay, and once again we get that cutscene with Lester, who seems to be drinking in a sort of Tom Connor's way there with champagne on top of the roof overlooking the casino. And yes, there we go. We have that Chinese lady that I told you about before in the previous video. And yes, there we go. There's the forgetting to make out with her. And who really wants to see that? Makes my stomach turn. It really does. No idea why I included it on the video. Really, it's somewhat of a masochist, you can say. Okay, and then we get, of course, our heist breakdown, and that really is jolly good fun. Okie dokie, well, actually it's not when you look at what you got for it, but there we go. Hopefully if we learn how to do it better, we'll get better rewards, and there we go. That is the casino over. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I do hope you've enjoyed this video, you know, and as always, sobbing raccoon, punch me in the face. Right, take that, just right, get out of my way. Right, okay, here we go. The red car and the blue car had a race, all that sort of business. Right, okay, well that's Progen T20 versus the what is that, the Grotti Cheetah Classic? Yes, I believe it is. Okay, let's have a look how these go off the line then, shall we? Yeah, so there we go. That's the difference between an old and a new car. Well, thank you very much for watching.